A strong and independent woman is something to behold. She pays her own bills, buys her own things, and she doesn't let a man affect her stability or self-confidence. She is a soul-rich woman. Are you ready to be rich doing what you love? Be on purpose and in control of your life again. At For Women Who Love the F Word podcast, we will be openly talking about getting more clients online, getting recognition as the leader and female entrepreneur, and also the F word, being fabulous, having freedom, and financial independence. It's time to own and love the F word. Welcome to the show. For women who love the F word, being fabulous, having freedom, and financial independence. Today we have a really special guest with us, and let her introduce herself. She's the founder of W Hub.
Thank you very much. I'm Karena Belin. I'm the co-founder of W Hub. We are a community that has the passion to help startups grow and scale their business. And therefore, you need resources. So that's what we do. We connect you to the resources you need to grow and scale your business.
So, Karena, how do you get started in this?
Well, actually, it's the typical story. There is a problem that you start feeling really passionate about. My co-founder and me had friends that were entrepreneurs, and they were always desperately looking for talent. Now, actually, if you look back 2013, the Hong Kong startup system and ecosystem was relatively small and self-centered, and was really lacking for somebody to open it up, drive visibility, and help them recruit. So that's where we came in and said, okay, we need to first help startups build their team, recruit, then reach out to other startups to synergize and collaborate, and then reach out, to investment, acceleration programs, etc.
So how big is the community right now?
So we cover over 1,500 startups, probably, more than half of the ecosystem here in Hong Kong. The total community is over 10,000 because it includes passionate talent, it includes the investors, acceleration and co-working programs and spaces, and we hopefully grow more and more and also get people from outside of Hong Kong interested.
And also you said that it's part of the Hong Kong, almost 1,500 startups, which covers most part of the Hong Kong ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the Hong Kong government just recently did a study and said there are 1,926 startups here in Hong Kong. There are probably more than 2,000 even. But yeah, I think we can confidently say that we cover more than half of the ecosystem, probably around 2/3.
Wow. So Karena, share a little bit how you structure it to link the resources, because we started it, but what makes you so amazing?
Well, I don't know what makes us amazing. I mean, our mission and passion is our tagline, Startup Passion, and the W comes actually from why, the W of W Hub. We're big fans of Simon Sinek with his golden circle and his talk about starting with why. And we believe that the most important asset an entrepreneur has is his passion, his mission, and his team. And that's what we ask our startup founders to do, to sign up and showcase their passion, because that's the way that they attract any kind of resources, be it talent, be it investors, or anybody else interested in their startup.
So when you said earlier on you spoke French.
Yes.
And where exactly are you from?
Okay, well, I'm originally from Germany. My better half is probably definitely French because my husband and my co-founder are both French. And I studied in Germany and in France, and then traveled to Asia already over 10 years ago because I lived 7 years in Japan, 6 years in Hong Kong now. I totally fell in love with Asia, so that's a little bit, my multicultural background.
So how many languages do you speak?
Well, in a day-to-day context, I do speak English, German, and French. I do understand a little bit of Italian, and I do have to admit I really try to learn Japanese and Chinese, and I probably can get some survival, sentences out there. But 日本語本当に難しいです。I think in my second life I would really love to learn more Asian languages.
My curiosity is about you as a woman leader, woman founder or co-founder, I would say. What are some of the challenges that you face? Do you mind sharing?
Yeah, sure. One of the questions that, I get asked is sometimes like, well, yeah, as a female entrepreneur, what are your challenges? I think one of my challenges is what to answer to a question about, what is it difficult for being a female entrepreneur? Because I don't really feel or regard myself as a female entrepreneur. I just happen to have a lot of passion and energy on trying to make change happen.
Wow.
I am a woman at the same time, so I guess that makes me qualify a female entrepreneur. Maybe I'm just lucky enough, and right now I haven't gotten to the barriers yet of being female versus male. But yeah.
Wow. Are you looking at, can we collaborate in the future?
Oh, I would love to. We say that we believe in the power of meaningful connections, and I think that's totally true of connecting different ecosystems with each other, because they're obviously complementary, right? From the opportunities, from the problems that are people solving, from the resources. We have collaborations already with different ecosystems that are surrounding us. People in Hong Kong talk a lot about the complementarity of Shenzhen and Hong Kong.
Oh.
But I think it's definitely true also with Singapore, and I would love to.
We could connect,
Totally.
Wow, that's really awesome. So Rich Woman Hong Kong coming soon, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So okay, what is the one advice that you give my community to aspiring entrepreneurs and female entrepreneurs alike? What is the one advice that you give them?
Yeah. Well, the advice again is probably like gender neutral. First of all, of course, just go out and try. Follow your passion. Don't let you get held back by your own paradigms or fears. And the second thing is something that I would love to quote my co-founder Karen, who once came up and said, you know what, I think we should listen to everyone but make up our own mind.
Wow.
I think it's just at one point in time, there is no right or wrong. Just feel confident and try it out.
I love it. I can feel her passion just sitting next to her. It's like, wow, infectious. Super awesome.
Yeah.
Karena, really, when you're going this journey, where do you see W Hub?
Well, where do I see W Hub? Ideally, I would love to see W Hub making an impact to startups around the world. It's really, again, helping startups to make the meaningful connections to the right people at the right time, to the right resources. We have recently seen that there are more and more corporates interested in genuinely finding ways to collaborate and push both agendas forward. So on that one, I have a very personal passion, because I used to work 15 years in a big multinational company, Procter & Gamble. I loved it. I learned a lot.
P&G?
Absolutely. I learned a lot. And so I can see, the positives in both worlds. And, we talk a lot about, venture-backed startup models. I think the future also lies ahead for corporate-backed startups or startup-backed corporates. And I think there is a lot if really both sides understand how to smartly work together. I think that's how we can really drive impact and, make innovation, meaningful innovation happen. So I think that's something where I really want us to make our own, little piece to the impact. Yeah.
Do you have any investors in W Hub?
Yeah, so part of what we did is we recently expanded our, connections to making sure that startups can, connect and meet with investors, because obviously talent is one resource you need. You first have to have, a somehow complete team in place to then build and execute on a prototype, and then, start fundraising. But money is the other big part you need at one point in time to scale just faster, right? Very often it's a question of speed. So definitely, that's the other big thing we really want to.
But where do you get all these investors? How do you get them on board so that you can connect them? How?
Yeah, so actually one of the things is obviously, and that's coming back to what we do is we showcase about the ecosystem, is creating that visibility and know-how and education about the opportunities that are here, so that actually they come to you rather than you having to reach out to them, right? And then the other thing is continuously, driving these opportunities with also offline events and strategic partnerships. So we're strategic partners, be it the Hong Kong BAM, the Business Angel Network, or even government-owned programs like, Hong Kong Science and Technology Park. So it's really about, very often finding these win-win collaboration opportunities and make it happen.
Oh, wow. Okay, so there's one topic that I always talk about. It's called visibility.
Yes.
A lot of the women in Slow Rich Women, I always encourage them to be more visible. How important is visibility to W Hub and to you as a co-founder?
Right. So the visibility to W Hub, I would say less to W Hub, to more the ecosystem. It's a fundamental pillar of the business model and solving the problem. So again, when we started in 2013, I think one of the things that the ecosystem was lacking was actually somebody driving this visibility.
Wow.
Because visibility drives, knowledge and education, and that then gets people interested that bring resources in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it depends on your own business model, but what we were there to build, the community and help it grow. Therefore, it was a critical part of our business model.
And visibility, what ways? So events and...
Yes, no, absolutely. I mean, one part, and again, it depends where you're based and, your context. But Hong Kong is relatively small, right? So you can definitely leverage offline tools. You don't have to hack only online. And at the end of the day, I still believe, we're all humans, and that human touch and connection is important. Provide offline value to get the online growth happening. So definitely you should do that.
So Karena, tell my audience, how can they reach out to you and what would you give them?
Yeah, so I mean, please look us up on whub.io. Come and join the community. Bring your, know-how and background and, passion for collaboration with you. If you want to know more about the Hong Kong startup ecosystem, there is a 159 pages white paper on SlideShare or free download on the website. It's called the Hong Kong Startup Ecosystem Toolbox. And it includes also a whole section on community builders that you can reach out to, over 100 here. The programs, the resources available. So it should be a little growth hack tip on how to get into Hong Kong and the Hong Kong startup ecosystem.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Karena. High five.
High five.
Whoa.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so honored that we are connected, and I hope that I can continue to serve you as you build your dreams. And if you love this episode, and I hope that you did, rate it 5 stars. Give us that glowing review because it will help more women around the world finding the Soul Rich Woman podcast. Alone you are strong, together we are unstoppable. Now share this with every woman who needs it, because this is how we are changing the world, one woman at a time. As always, get out of your comfort zone and go towards the dreams you've always wanted to achieve. For women who love the F word, being fabulous, having freedom, and financial independence. My dear soul rich woman, sending you my love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.